Monkeys, guppies, simpletons, everything in between. Today is a great day. Embark has blessed us with some nuggets of information today. We got a bit of an update on Arc Raiders. They recently posted it in their Discord a few hours ago, but it'll probably be like tomorrow for people who are watching this. So I figured, you know, for everybody out there who's like me, who's starting for anything Arc Raiders related, I figured we could dive into this and see what they're talking about and maybe talk about some things. So let's get to it. All right, so let's take a look and see what they got going on here. So it says, hello Raiders, we have some information for you from the Arc Raiders team as we work our way to launch. Make sure to check out the update from Embark Sprinkles and a behind the scenes video that we hope you enjoy. Hello, I'm Sprinkles Mountain, the weapons guy, and one of the combat designers here on Arc Raiders. Since Technical Test 2, we have been hard at work preparing for launch. We're adding new content, sharpening what's already there, and making sure the encounters you get into are as thrilling, fair, and gratifying as they can be. That means a lot of balancing work based on the mountains of data and feedback we gain from so many people joining, playing, and pushing the boundaries of the game. If you played Technical Test 2, keep an eye on your email as we're planning on sending out additional surveys in small batches to dig even deeper into your experiences and hopes. One of our many learnings from Technical Test 2 was that a few weapons and gadgets were bending the rules in ways that didn't align with our design intent, either by making fights too quick, too one-sided, or just not giving players the time or tools to respond. And by the rules, I mean our combat pillars, the guiding principles that shape how Arc Raiders should feel when you engage with man or machine while topside. Our combat is built on beats and flow. That means letting action ramp up and have room to breathe, not just explode and end in an instant. We want to linger in those moments where two players feel locked in, reading each other's actions and responding with their own. So when weapons like the Arpeggio and the Tempest had such a fast cadence and short TTK, those moments didn't have a chance to happen. We're tuning them to restore that flow. Okay, I can agree with that. I didn't get to use the Tempest too much, but I could definitely speak from the perspective of the Arpeggio. I got that motherfucker, especially if you got it to like level 4, bro. You were like 2 burst motherfuckers and it's just wraps. It's over, gone. So there was definitely some strong guns in that game that just deleted some people. So it's nice to see that they are taking that into account already. We're also thinking hard about range and versatility. Your loadout should influence how you move through the world, which fights you take, and how you win them. Even though the Anvil is the personal favorite of mine, it was a personal favorite of a lot of people, it was performing a bit too well at long ranges to the point where it started to cannibalize on our rifles. Makes sense, makes sense. Similarly, we found that our shotguns were overshadowing our SMGs. We want shotguns to feel viable, maybe more than they typically are in a PvP game, but we overshot. The Volcano hits too hard, too fast, and from too far away, so we're reworking its base cadence, spread, and how damage falls off over distance, while still leaving room for you to mod it to act like the beast that it was. Okay, this also makes sense too. The Volcano was another one where, like, if you get your hands on it, pretty much at like a base level, that gun was pretty, dare I say, OP in the technical test. Mainly in the PvP perspective, which I think is probably one of like the arguably most important things to be balancing. I mean, PvP is cool too, but PvE is cool too, but they already have stuff that'll just like put you in the dirt already, so you kind of need strong weapons. But I think the PvP balance will be very vital in really keeping that like longevity of the game, because like at the end of the day, everybody can fight robots and like big bosses all day long, right? But like if you have a good, strong, and dare I say fair to a point, because you know, with PvP stuff, something is always going to be broken, underpowered, overpowered, whatever, right? But if you can have it like generally in line and tune, I think you have a good spot on your hands for sure. And yes, you were right, the heavy shields were way too strong and shield swapping was way too efficient. This one's kind of weird for me, because I saw a lot of people complaining about like you not being able to at least pick up shields off dead people and swap them. So I don't know, I didn't really get into this too much. Heavy shields, yeah, they were pretty beefy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lying. I think I'm getting this confused with the backpack. That's what I'm getting that confused with. I'm getting that confused with the backpack. But the heavy shield stuff, yeah, that definitely was strong, especially if you had like a heavy shield, medium backpack, whatever. I know they were trying to like do a thing where it's like, if you run like a heavy shield, medium backpack, whatever, you're supposed to be like slower. But like, it wasn't like, it was noticeable, but not like, oh man, I really like shouldn't be wearing this if I'm gonna be this slow type noticeable, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the shield stuff for sure. We've got even more we're excited to show you at launch. New tools, new toys, new experiences. We're planning content that will hopefully meet your expectations and give you even more to build and bring along on your missions to the surface. While October might feel far away for you, for me it's a race against time to make sure we give you an experience worth the wait. Thank you for being on the journey with us, Sprinkle Mountain. I'm not gonna lie, this was good. It gives you a little insight, mainly into an aspect of the game that everybody, regardless of like how you feel about certain things, will be impacted on. It's an extraction shooter game, so you're always gonna run into somebody. It's one of those like things where it's like, even if it's low, it's never zero, right? So it's nice to have like information on everything that they feel like right now is important enough to like really tell us about. I mean, obviously there's probably more stuff in here that they're like tweaking and balancing within this as well that they just like didn't share. But as like a bird's eye view, sort of high level, this was good as well, because I definitely remember from the technical tests, a lot of people were glazing the anvil. I mean, that shit was strong. I remember specifically from my own like anecdotal story. Fuck, I forget what the map is called. The like first map with like the big, I think it's the hydro dam map. Bro, we went like all the way to the top of like the tower of the towers in like the middle of the map, went all the way to the top, and we was just sniping motherfuckers with the anvil, bro. That thing is crazy. It's crazy. So definitely that needs to be brought down for sure. Like I said earlier, the volcano, that was strong too. There were some cases where like it seems like one of those guns where like you need to hit all the pellets for it to like really delete somebody, but once you do, it's just like wraps. And then yeah, that arpeggio, bro, that bitch was buttery. It was buttery. You just cut it, dead. Cut it, dead. I ain't say reload. That's stupid. Cut it. You could pretty much full team wipe somebody if you really wanted to with that motherfucker and not reload. Crazy. That is crazy. So I'm very interested to see what they do, not only with these guns, but like what the guns we already saw. It'd be pretty cool to see something like the kettle be like pretty strong, even if it's like one of those scenarios where like it sucks at like a base level, but if you get it to like level 4, it's like busted. I would love to see some shit like that happen in a game, just because like it keeps it kind of not like, I don't want to say wacky, because wacky kind of has like a negative connotation, but like, you know, like something unexpected. You know, you don't expect the gun that shoot fucking BBs to like be deleting people, but it'd be kind of cool if like, hey, you put the time in, you earn your stripes, you level shorty up, she'll take you a long way, you know what I'm saying? So very interested to see what they do on that front as well. And like he said, there is a small little video update here, so we're going to look at this here and then see what we got going on with that. A radio, air freshener. What are you doing with that? What is the hall cracker? Flame spray? What is the hall cracker? That motherfucker don't even got assets. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Nice. What is the hall? That look like a Destiny 2 like heavy weapon like LMG or something. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. The hairspray like flamethrower is pretty cool too. I wonder what the use for that would be. PvP or PvE. Very interesting, but cool. Nonetheless, cool. I hope. Is that like a propane tank? I'm not trying to get into that part where I'm like analyzing fucking a bunch of dumb shit. Very cool, very nice. Hey, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? It's with Embark, I kind of have like high expectations because they handle the finals really well with like not only adding stuff that you expect, but adding stuff where it's like, whoa, stuff is like, what's going on here? What we doing with this? So I hope we see a good amount of that in Arc Raiders as well. Like obviously everybody wants like good like standard level weapons and stuff we use, obviously shotguns, SMGs, assault rifles, LMG, snipers, all that stuff, right? But like I also want some, like, again, dare I say, wacky stuff in there, some like kind of off-brand, off-the-wall stuff. I think that could be cool too. I say October's a long way away, but it's already about to be July. Before you know it, October gonna be here. So I'm happy that they're really taking their time ironing stuff out. Like I said, I really want them to, I'm not rushing them to like just like dump a bunch of info on us like every week or every month or something like that, but I really hope they just like don't stay dark the entire time. I really want them to have a pulse outside, you know. I really don't think Arc Raiders has the like leeway to just like boom, here you go, money, right? I think it'll do well, but I really hope they maybe late August, early September start to ramp that up a little bit heavy. You know, maybe give us like another thing like this in July or something like that. That'd be nice. But again, I'm very glad they're taking the time to develop some stuff. Seem like they're working on a lot more than what we already saw, so that's a good sign as well. And hey, I'm ready. I'm hyped. I need this game, bro. I need it. Sorry, I apologize. I need it, bro. I'm sorry. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Are you waiting for Arc Raiders? Are you hyped? Are you not hyped? What's the haps? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.